Hey guys, we're going to talk a little bit about CBD and THC. So a lot of people are concerned about the levels or if there is THC in CBD products. And we're going to go through some of the misconceptions and the things that you can look for in the products that you get to make sure that you're not getting any THC. Josh Rimany here with your Functional RX podcast and Dilworth Functional Wellness. We're going to talk today about a common misconception in the CBD world. Everybody knows CBD works, right? There's so many indications. People are using it for just about everything nowadays. There are a lot of good medical reasons to use CBD. If you've heard me before, I'm really big on cannabinoids and using it for medical purposes and really understanding it from a science. But one of the major concerns people have with CBD even today is it going to get me high? Am I going to get any THC or any psychoactive properties? Well, the answer is it depends, right? If CBD in general, when it's made from hemp, which is what we sell, contains 0.3% or less. That's on the label. That's how we make it legal in the United States. Well, the problem with that is in nature, it's just like marijuana plants. There's so many different strains, right? So the hemp plant doesn't necessarily contain 0.3% or less THC. It can vary, but we can only sell it to that. So if somebody extracts all of that hemp and puts it in a bottle, and then they sell it as full spectrum, right? All the things that are in there, it doesn't magically contain 0.3% THC, but that's the limit. That's the limit that we can use. So what has to happen in order for it to be 0.3% or less? This is what people don't understand. It doesn't naturally occur at 0.3%. That doesn't make any sense, right? It could contain 3%, but you can't sell it because then it's legally marijuana and it's federally illegal. So how do you get it to 0.3% and still use a full spectrum? Well, I just found this out from the people that I get our stuff from here at Dilworth because they're in the manufacturing side. So if people get full spectrum and they think it's the best because they're getting all the cannabinoids, well, how do you get it to 0.3% THC? Well, if it contained 3% as an active and raw ingredient, how did you get it to 0.3? You had to dilute it, right? But what happens on a dilution is you can't extract if you're using full spectrum, right? Because that's the antithesis of using all of the cannabinoids. So all these full spectrum products literally are diluted to the point where they can't detect 0.3% or less. So what does that really mean? That means you've diluted all of the product. So you're not getting strong CBD or all the other cannabinoids because you've diluted it all down. If it was 3% and you got to 0.3, that's a 10-fold dilution. So your product quality starts to go down and you don't get the same effect as if you were to use maybe an isolated product that has a higher amount of CBD. So nobody's talking about that right now. I've been hearing on the industry side, like that's what these farms and these companies are doing, and they're not telling anybody. They're just diluting it down. And what are they diluting it with? They always say CO2 extraction is the cleanest, but you can't CO2 extract a dilution. So that maybe they're using some things that aren't necessarily as healthy. Again, know your product. The only way to know it, like me, I vet it all. I do all of these things in the background for you guys so you don't have to worry about that thing. So quality matters, use the right products, and know who you're getting it from. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that one. I'm Josh Rimany. Please go to our website, and if you want to learn more about this stuff, I'm doing a nice CBD 101. We're going to be putting that up. And then, stay tuned with the Your Functional RX podcast. We're going to keep doing these more and more. I hope you enjoyed this information. We'll see you soon.